thought I'd give you guys an update about the chickens. We have two. The brown one back there is an old retired hen. Her name is Holly because she is rather prickly. There she is. Can you see her? She's right there. But since we've adopted her, she's become quite friendly. And this is our baby girl, whom we bought to keep her company. She's about 8 months old now. We got her when she was 4 months. Her name is Doily, because her patterns are so lacy and pretty. They have a dust bath over there in the sand, where I simply added some diatomaceous earth. So they're keeping healthy. Their skin and everything will stay healthy because they like to bathe in there. They have this entire enclosure, which was my original garden before I even knew about permaculture. When we first moved here, I made this back garden into a beautiful paradise. It's hard to tell here. Maybe if I took a drone or something, which I don't have, you could still see the patterns. It was a beautiful concentric pattern with a center and a bird bath in the middle. What I found out later, the reason it didn't produce much and the reason it was very inefficient and had to constantly be watered is that water would come from the top of the property up there, come rushing through the woods, under the fence, hit each bed, and because it was one of those, kind of like the shape of those little toys those little plastic toys under a plastic top that has a little ball in it, and you try to get to the center of it and has those concentric broken circles. Yeah, it was like that. So it would hit each bed, go around the bed, and then hit the next bed, go around the bed, and just continue on down to the lake. Oh! What was that? There must be a nest. Maybe it's a nest? Because I don't go back there anymore in order to encourage wildlife. The kind that doesn't eat chickens anyway. We do have it fenced in, as you can see. This past year, I did not work with it. I let it grow over because I do have a few plants in there in that mess, like rhubarb and blueberry bushes and quite a bit of oregano, some of which I've transplanted. But I let it grow, and of course all these, I don't know what these are, but 2 types of weeds took over. But it provides beautiful coverage. So when we got the chickens, Doily came with this cute little coop, which is really sufficient for 2 chickens, just to keep them safe at night. I do have the extra fencing around it. This is the old chicken tractor that I built last year for Holly. Holly was our neighbor's chicken, so I've been taking care of her for a couple of years, but she's been mine just since this year. The owners moved and did not want chickens anymore. Anyway, it's been a really great place for them to be. So in the front here, we had a lot of wood chips, and I throw the seeds. I feed them with seeds. They do have a little bit of feed that I put in their little container under there so it doesn't get wet. But for the most part, they don't even eat that. I throw out about 3 handfuls of seeds every morning, and they dig through to find the seeds and to dig up the grubs and to catch the worms, and I give them the kitchen scraps. You can see some leftovers there. And this is just about ready here. Beautiful compost with chicken manure. Just gorgeous, tilled beautifully. And the weeds back there give them very nice coverage. I often find them just kind of sitting back there enjoying themselves as they naturally should. Anyway, that's my update. So I thought, you know, there was no real effort involved in creating a situation for them. Let's see, there she is. I was fortunate to have this garden that I wasn't using anymore, and that was an ideal little environment for them. And they really enjoy it, as you can see. Lots of shade opportunities, lots of forage, and for me, lots of beautiful compost. So how do you guys take care of your chickens? If you only have a few, what setup do you have? I'd love to see it. Put it in the comments. Have a wonderful day, everyone.